It's because I think we could talk about it. A good, 20 minutes ago, SCM was going a bit haywire. Oh, item definitions, item definitions, item definitions, item definitions. I was like, oh, what's going on, what's going on? And then we saw this. SCM was going all haywire. It's not Thursday. Why is this giving me all these updates? Well, do you see what I see? Looks like we've got some new items potentially on the horizon. Well, in about 24 hours. So as you know, Rust Twitter. Go over to here real quickly. They are. They've got another tweet. All right, looks like we're right in the. Okay, right. So I should have been more prepared. Is this actual content that's marketable, or is it permanent? We don't fully know. Chat, does anybody happen to know? But yeah, we were well aware of this. We were having a very good assumption that this was indicating that we would see the Halloween items tomorrow. But now that we've seen these three new things, yeah, it really does look like it. So at the very least, I am under the assumption that the baseball bat and the hockey mask might be a combination. What does he mean by that? I think these two might come in a pair, and I wouldn't be surprised if these two are permanent. However, I look at this, and I'm thinking this is probably the next Halloween item that's marketable, tradable. Yes, currently not tradable, currently not marketable, but we won't know until tomorrow. And that is looking to be our first ever torch skin. Like, you know how the Skull Rock is technically a skin, but it is actually an item. It's awkward. But, I'm expecting that to potentially be marketable. But I wouldn't be surprised if these two are permanent skins. As in, you buy them, you can never trade them or sell them ever again. That's under my assumption. If they all end up becoming marketable, then all good. I like that. But we have seen some instances where we saw new items being seen, and then they ended up just being in-game stuff. Like I remember ages ago when we first saw the pitchfork getting introduced, and everyone was like, "Oh, cool! We got a spear, we got a spear skin," and then evidently it wasn't. It was just for the Halloween in-game event. So cool stuff to look forward to. What do you think? And I'm very happy to see if this is the first skin, or what wacky ideas could you imagine for a torch skin? Malware Bytes, don't start being angry at me now, please. Don't worry, that was something completely. It's not to do with this. It's not advertising. Shut up. But yeah, those aren't items. They said in the description they are skinnable items using Workbench. Yeah, but this could just be placeholder. Remember, nothing is official until it properly comes out. This is a metal face mask. Okay. And the baseball bat for the mace item. So, are you telling me they've now made the mace skinnable? Are you telling me we potentially might be able to make and see and buy and sell mace skins? I like that. And yeah, so take it to a repair bench. Now you've got a baseball bat. Okay, so that's looking pretty good. So yeah, this is torch item, so you can skin it and turn it into that. Right, thank you, Mr. Wazar, in the chat right now. This actually is now looking like all three of them will be marketable. But I could easily see these all being permanent skins as well. I wouldn't be surprised. But, last year we got two new Halloween items that were marketable, that being Skull Rock and Coverable Pumpkin. So let's just do a real quick look at all of those, because I wanted to give one last final update before the obvious Rustle rotation tomorrow, because I wanted to just quickly show you what all the prices look like the day before, because we're going to see a massive difference. So if I just scroll down to here, I went to the wrong week. My apologies. We need to go to week 2. all of these items, which one do you think will not be coming back? Which one? Is there a way to just kind of right click and just see? Oh, my apologies. Sorry. You can click returning items. Now, I'm just going to do it this way. It's easier. So, from what you can see right there, these are all the Halloween items. Now, by default, I'm instantly assuming we're not going to see jack-o'-lanterns. We're not going to see the scarecrow. These three, I feel like, are most likely never going to come back. However, everything else here is still in contention to being brought back or being omitted. So, alright, yep, I'm just seeing. So, you think Skull Rock's not coming back? That would be a surprise. It did go up very nicely in price early in the year. So, right now, this is selling for $4.60. And earlier in the year, it reached a high point of around $6 to $6.50. That was back in August. So this is the usual routine where we see people speculating, oh, surely loads of people are going to want to buy the Skull Rock because it's Halloween and everybody's going to potentially want to buy it to run around for Halloween and whatnot. You get the whole idea. But then it reached a point where far too many people were selling them, and then it started to go down in price. And then there's also the realization that there's a very good chance that this might be brought back. It's going to probably be reintroduced. So, with more people realising that, they thought, why would I want to buy this for $4.60 when I can just wait until October 20th and wait and see if it's brought back for the Halloween Restore rotation, which it most likely will, and it will sell most likely for $3.99 instead of buying it on the Steam market for $4.60. There you go. And if we do see this appear tomorrow, it's definitely going to go below $3.99 pretty quickly. And this is something to anticipate for, gentlemen, because with all of these items currently above their Restore price, when they become marketable, when they're available to be sold again in the Rust store, what's going to happen? People are going to buy them thinking, oh wow, if this is currently $4 higher than what it is right now on the Steam market, if I buy a whole bunch of them now, next week I could sell them for an instant profit. Do you remember what happened to the Easter Door Reef earlier this year? It, by surprise, was reintroduced, most likely because the egg suit wasn't finished or had problems. So they wanted to swap it with something else real quickly. They picked the Easter Door Reef, which hadn't been around for about 3 years. Just before the Easter update, it was selling for almost $10. And because everybody saw it was selling for $10 on the Steam market, but in the Rust store it's selling for 99 cents, oh dear, everybody went and bought a whole bunch of them. And the very second they became marketable, everybody unloaded all of their stock onto the Steam market. And, well, Easter Door Reef has a whole bunch of them on the Steam market, and it's not selling for 99 cents anymore. So this is going to take a very long time to potentially go all the way back up to $1. Actually, when you look at it now, the quantity is not that bad. It's not too far off from $1 now. Oh, okay then. That seems to have cooled off a lot. But if you just scroll down and look back to the past, back around April time, look at that huge drop. So around $10 here, and then it crashes and burns here. There used to be around 500-600 of these on the Steam market at once before, but in good time, if we just see a nice bit of positivity, it very likely will go back above its Rustore price. I don't think we'll ever see this again. The only reason why that was brought back was because the Easter egg suit was supposed to appear, but it didn't because of certain problems. So yeah, that's very likely going to get comfortable. But do you understand? That is something that we have to be prepared for. If loads of people see that a certain item is too far above its Rustore price, then yeah, they'll probably buy out even more of them. And then suddenly, so take for example, Cursed Cauldron, right now it's selling for $8.80 on the Steam market. People will notice, people buy them the very second it's sold in the Rustore again at $5.99. And because there's been so much more bought in recent times, it will crash and it will go down and down and down. So for a very good, what's the best way of saying it? I could just show you the past where it's been reintroduced before. It's going to slump below its Rustore price by quite a bit. Here you go, perfect example. Oh. So this is always sold for around $5.99, correct? If I just do this, click it here, you can see its price history. So it first sold for $3.99, and then $3.99, and then 2 years later, $5.99. $5.99. So it should be selling for $5.99. So, if we look in the past, this was when it was reintroduced at one time. So this was selling at one point for around $20. This is 2020, and then it was reintroduced and sold for $5.99 on the Rust store, and all the way down to about $3.80, $3.90. Yeah, because so many people saw, well, hang on a minute, this $5.99 item I can buy from the Rust store, it's worth $20 on the Steam market. I need to buy thousands of them so I can quickly sell them on the market the very second I can. And because so many people did that, yeah, it crashed. So if you're looking to make a pretty good investment, you will probably want to put down some lowball buy orders on some of these items, with the expectation that they'll probably halve in price. And yes, they will halve in price. I've seen it happen all the time. I already have loads of buy orders down, but they're not going to stay there forever because I will be buying these. So if you've got a decent amount of money, there's another option. However, they're not going to really go up in price until next Halloween, or rather, as we saw with The Rock just a minute ago, in anticipation for Halloween, they're probably all going to spike up at around August or September time, 2023. So if you've got a lot of money just sitting around and you think, for a long-term investment, what could I do? Halloween items. And this applies to Halloween, Christmas items. Those are the two that I'd normally sit here and say they're the best things to go towards. You can do Easter, but Halloween and Christmas is a lot more successful from what I've seen in the past. Sound good? So, new items potentially on the horizon, and let's see which of these Halloween themed items will be brought back, and we'll see what the prices will end up becoming. I look forward to it, and I reckon, also to point out, I wouldn't be surprised if the Rust or rotation is early tomorrow, so that's another thing. We'll have to be prepared for that. Usually I expect the update, well, they've said it in the post here, 7 o'clock UK time. That means I should probably be streaming around 6 o'clock my time tomorrow. So, what, 21 hours time from now? Yeah. Alright, cool. So, go forth and start plotting what you're going to be doing, because I'm keeping my eyes on this. This is still below its Rust store price, and if it returns and is selling for $6.99 again, I've made a great profit. Cool.